Hey, you've just stepped into the Caring Corner, where life's caregiving challenges meet a whole lot of heart and a dash of sass. I'm Michelle O'Neill, and I'm here to serve up insights, inspiration, and real life tools to help you navigate caring for your kids and aging loved ones without forgetting about you. Expect everything from time management hacks and emotional wellness strategies to technology tips sprinkled with humor and tenacity. Are you ready? Let's get to it. Hey, and welcome back to another episode of the Caring Corner. I'm your host and resident emotional wellness coach, Michelle O'Neill. And today we're talking about something that is so often ignored, but is incredibly crucial to our health and our well being. And that, my friend, is sleep. Now, when I say ignored, what I mean is we either don't give it the priority that it deserves, or we really don't understand how vital it is to our overall well being. So, I'll explore the impact of sleep on our ability to manage stress, manage our weight, and our hormonal balance. I'll also share some practical strategies for creating a sleep environment and routine that promotes quality, restorative sleep. Look, sleep is more than just time for rest, it's a critical component of our overall health, and poor sleep can affect every aspect of our lives from our physical health to our emotional well being. Today, we'll dive into the science behind sleep, and you know I love the science. And I'll be providing you actionable tips to help you improve your sleep quality. So let's start with the impact of sleep on our health and our well being. And I'd like to start with stress management. Lack of sleep increases stress levels and make it harder to cope with our daily challenges. And when we sleep, our bodies go through processes that actually help regulate the stress hormones like cortisol. Now, what happens is without enough sleep, cortisol levels can remain elevated, and that leads to chronic stress. Imagine trying to manage caregiving, work, and your personal life with a constantly frazzled mind and body. Or are you doing that already? It's like trying to run a marathon with a backpack full of bricks on your back. Every step feels heavier and heavier, and every challenge is more daunting. It's no wonder that we feel overwhelmed. And then we look at our weight and our metabolism. Sleep also plays a significant role in regulating our metabolism and our weight. And insufficient sleep disrupts the balance of hormones that control our hunger and our appetite, hormones such as ghrelin and leptin. Now, ghrelin, which is the hunger hormone, increases, while leptin, the satiety hormone, decreases. This imbalance can lead to increased cravings and overeating, and especially at night. So if you're wondering why you're always craving chocolate or something cakey or something crunchy like potato chips just before you're going to bed, this is why. It's a vicious cycle where lack of sleep contributes to weight gain, which in turn can lead to more sleep issues. And then there's the hormonal balance. Now, hormonal balance is crucial for our overall health, and our sleep is a key player in maintaining this balance. So, during deep sleep, our bodies produce important hormones like growth hormones, which aid in tissue repair and muscle growth. And for this to really take place, it's important not only to sleep, but to actually enter deep sleep. And for women, sleep is also critical for regulating our reproductive hormones, which can affect everything from our menstrual cycles to menopause symptoms. Poor sleep can throw these delicate balances off, leading to a host of health issues. So, one of the things I'd like to talk about is What can we do? What can we do about this? Let's start with looking at our sleep environment. How is your sleep environment currently? Is it cool? Is it dark? Or is there a lot of noise going on? So, creating a sleep conducive environment is essential for quality rest. This means making your bedroom a sanctuary for sleep. Start by controlling your light. Consider things like blackout curtains or a sleep mask to keep your room dark. Even the smallest bit of light peeking through your curtains can signal your body, hello, it's time to wake up before it's actually time. And especially during the summertime when your days are longer and 5:30, 5:45, the light is peeking in through your window and it's not even time for you to get up. Or maybe it's nighttime and it's time that you want to go to bed, say 9:30, and there's still light outside because, like I said, your days are longer. And that's why it's always important to control the light that comes into that room. Another thing is noise. Noise can be a major disruptor. Try using earplugs or white noise machine to actually drown out unwanted sounds. If you're constantly hearing outside noise, it may be time to check your windows for efficiency. Things like, what if you live near a busy highway and there's always traffic out there? If your windows aren't right and you don't have any way to deafen that sound, you're going to hear all night every car, every truck that passes by. Not only that, when they hit the side of the road and you hear that brum, 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 all these things disrupt your sleep. Temperature is another critical factor. So keep your room cool and comfortable. And ideally, they say, notice I use the they say, is between 60 and 67 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, this is especially important if you suffer from night sweats or hot flashes. If you tend to get cool sometime during the night, well, keep an extra blanket at the foot of the bed that you can easily pull over you. For me, actually, the perfect temperature is between 72 and 73. I have a question. What is your nightly bedtime routine? Did you realize that your nightly bedtime routine is very important to your ability to get good sleep? So, establishing a consistent bedtime routine can signal to your body that it's time to wind down. Try to go to bed and wake up the same time every day, even on the weekends. And I know this is hard, but let me ask you this. Have you ever gone to bed, say, later or slept in later on maybe Saturday or Sunday, especially Sunday, and then just threw your body off so that when you tried to get up on Monday, you were struggling? That's why it's so important to try to keep that same wake and sleep time on the weekends as well. So incorporate relaxing activities also into your pre sleep routine. Things like reading a book, taking a warm bath, sound therapy, or even practicing stretching. Avoid screens at least an hour before bed, as the blue light emitted can interfere with our body's natural sleep wake cycle by suppressing the melatonin production. And this means all of these screens, things like your phone, your TV, your tablet, your watch. Look, if it's a screen, it's a no no. So if you want to read, like I suggested earlier, this is a good time to go old school and pick up a book, okay? Look, sliding into mindfulness practices, one of my favorites, can also promote better sleep. Just the other day, I was sharing a picture of me going through my morning sound therapy. Something that I listen to for 7 minutes in the morning. I listen to the 7 minutes of curated sound to actually calm me and stimulate my brain. Now, of course, this was after being outside walking, embracing the fresh air and the natural surroundings. This routine helps me start the day centered, and focused, ready to tackle any challenges. And if you want to know more about the theory behind this and why they're so important, listen to the last episode, episode 63, okay? But practicing mindfulness before bed can help reduce stress and prepare your mind for sleep. Try deep breathing exercises, progressive muscle relaxation, or guided meditation. Practicing gratitude also during this time is a great way to end your day on a positive, more enriching note. Reflect on what you're grateful for, whether it's something that actually happened that day or the simple fact that, hey, you have a bed to sleep in tonight. Look, I've given you a lot to think about, but now I want to give you some practical sleep strategies. And we're going to start with nutrition and sleep. So let's start with what you eat and drink. What you eat and drink and how closely you do these things before bedtime can have a significant impact on your sleep. So avoid heavy or large meals within a couple of hours before bedtime. Also, limit caffeine and nicotine, as both of them, as you know, are stimulants that can keep you awake. And for me, all caffeine has to stop before 2 p.m. Otherwise, I'm in for a late night. Alcohol, on the other hand, might make you feel sleepy initially, and you think, hey, a good drink of wine before night, it winds me down, it makes me relax. But the problem is, it can disrupt your sleep later in the night. But one of the most important things while we're on this liquid thing is drinking too much water before bedtime. Getting up during the night to repeatedly go to the restroom can be disruptive to your sleep patterns and cause you to spend most of your sleep time in light sleep mode, never really reaching the deep restorative sleep. So it's actually better to rehydrate or hydrate well during the day and taper off as bedtime approaches. A lot of times we don't feel thirsty during the day, and you think when I'm thirsty, it means I'm dehydrated. But actually, you start dehydrating before you actually get those thirsty feelings. So, all through the day, make sure you drink water and hydrate well. And then at bedtime, you're not thirsty, and then you're trying to satisfy that dehydration. What about exercise? It's good for you, right? Well, regular physical activity can promote better sleep, helping you fall asleep faster and enjoying deeper sleep. However, timing is important. Exercising too close to bedtime can be too stimulating. So aim for, well, finishing moderate to vigorous workouts at least 3 hours before you plan to sleep. For me, that means morning is the optimal time for these moderate or vigorous workouts. And it doesn't mean I'm going to sleep within 3 hours, it just means it works out better for me. And gentle exercises like, well, like stretching, those can be part of your bedtime routine, helping you to actually wind down. Also, sleep supplements. Natural supplements can sometimes help promote better sleep. Melatonin is a hormone that regulates sleep wake cycles and can be taken as a supplement to help with sleep onset. Other supplements like magnesium, valerian root, and chamomile can also support relaxation and sleep. But always consult with your healthcare provider before starting any new supplements to ensure that it's safe and appropriate for you and that it doesn't have adverse reactions with any other medication that you're taking. Now, I'm ready for my favorite part, and I hope it becomes your favorite as well. I want to dive into one more aspect of sleep. I first got interested in going this deep when I was looking at the information on my Fitbit. And I noticed that every day, if I wore my Fitbit at night to bed, it would give me my sleep score and tell me how well I slept by recording how long I slept in each sleep cycle. So I was truly fascinated and learned how critical it was to understand the quality of our sleep cycles. So get this, our sleep is not just one continuous state. but a series of cycles that our bodies go through multiple times each night. Now, each cycle typically lasts about 90 minutes and consists of different stages: light sleep, REM sleep, REM, and deep sleep. And each stage plays a unique role in maintaining our overall health and well being. So let's look at light sleep. It's the first stage of our sleep cycle. And during this stage, our body starts to relax and our heart rate and breathing slows down. Now, this stage acts as a transition between wakefulness and deep sleep. And although it's easy to wake up during light sleep, it's crucial because it prepares our bodies for more restorative stages that actually follow. So think of it as this. Think of it as a gentle ramp that helps us slide into the deeper, more beneficial stages of sleep. And then REM sleep. REM stands for rapid eye movement, and it's a fascinating part of our sleep cycle. During REM sleep, our brains become very active, almost as active as when we're awake. This is when most of our dreaming actually occurs. REM sleep plays a vital role in cognitive functions like our memory, learning, and our creativity. And it's during this stage that our brain processes all that information that's been mulling around in our heads all day long, consolidating our memories and even solving problems. Now, if you've ever woken up with a solution to a problem that was bothering you, you can thank REM sleep for that. Just make sure that you keep a notebook and a pen beside the bed, and the next time that happens, just jump up or maybe speak into your phone. Hey, I'm just kidding. No waking up, no using screens. Okay, and the final, deep sleep. Deep sleep is also known as the slow wave sleep. It's the most restorative stage of our sleep cycle. During deep sleep, our bodies undergo significant physical repair and growth. This is when our tissues regenerate, muscles grow, and energy is restored. And for women, if you remember from earlier when I talked about that deep sleep, is particularly crucial because it's when our bodies produce growth hormone, which is essential for tissue repair and muscle growth. This stage is also vital for maintaining healthy immune systems. And if you wake up feeling refreshed and energized, hey, it's likely because you got plenty of deep sleep. Now, the reason knowing and understanding these sleep cycles is that it helps us appreciate why it's not just the quantity of sleep that matters, but also the quality. Disruptions in our sleep can prevent us from actually reaching these deeper, more restorative stages, leading to a host of health issues. By optimizing our sleep environment and routines, we can improve our chances of experiencing these beneficial stages and ultimately enhance our overall health and well being. So let's wrap this up. We've discussed the crucial roles of sleep in health and well being. We talked about its impact on stress management, weight, and hormonal balance, and how to create a restorative sleep environment and routine. We also explored the fascinating world of sleep cycles and why understanding them is vital for optimizing our sleep quality. If you found today's discussion helpful and interesting, make sure to subscribe and share this podcast with anyone and everyone who would benefit from it. And that's just about everyone, right? And don't forget to leave a comment or review below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences with sleep strategies. Hey, have you ever tried any of the ones we discussed? Or if you have your own, why don't you share it with us? Look, thank you for joining me today. And again, this is the Caring Corner, and I'm your host, Michelle O'Neill. Until next time, stay resilient, stay strong, and keep moving forward. Take care. Bye bye. All right, that's a wrap for today at the Caring Corner. We've tackled some big topics, but remember, you're not in this alone. Subscribe to keep the wisdom and warmth coming, and stay tuned for amazing guests who'll be joining us to help round out your caregiving toolkit. Catch you next time, and keep conquering those challenges.